Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of Kevin's Miniatures and Hobby Table. Today we're doing a tournament report. This weekend I'm running the second annual MayDay Steamroller, which is a Warmachine tournament held here in central Alberta. We've capped the attendance at 24 players, and fortunately we have a good representation of some of the best players in the region coming out. Lock and Load, which of course is the National Privateer Press Tournament held in Seattle, is about 2 weeks away. So this is a kind of a final gear up for players in this region to get ready for that tournament, to practice with their lists and see how they're doing in a competitive environment. So in this video, we're going to be introducing you to several of the players in our meta, and we're going to be talking about their armies, and we're going to be watching their progression through the day in the tournament. So hope you enjoy this, and we'll see how it goes, and off to the store. Alrighty, see you there.
That's okay. Let's keep teeing up on the same model and guys die. Yeah. But I have Richter. I love it when you answer.
Yeah. Oh, you say you're invincible for...
Because I'm scared.
I'm invincible till I run out of zealots.
Must kill zealots shooting. From shooting.
Is this the IKEA tray?
Yep.
I really
IKEA tray.
I don't know.
His eye was like,
Wind does not take no living models. I can't do
terrain. This terrain.
It's going to be great.
Oh man, if only I was playing a faction with lots of ghostly.
Sorcerer will be attached.
So what are we going to play terrain as? All these are impassable?
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to deal with them.
Sure.
This is Tyler Webb's Cricks Army.
Pick the right tournament to bring a ghostly army.
Why is that, Tyler?
Train? We don't care about train. Except for my caster.
Here's Mike Weaver's Vale Army. Appropriate tabletop for you. Here are the entries for the Battlegroup competition. There's a Stormwall and Cray from Daniel Durand. Steve from Calgary has put in some Skorne models. Brynn, also from Calgary, has the Testament along with a couple of Menoth Jacks, including the Avatar. Christian Lombardi, a local player, has a nice looking Cray army here. Signar in purple. Tyler Webb from Red Deer, just south of Edmonton. Also has a Cray army in the painting competition. This is with a Stormwall with a Stormstrider base and 3 other jacks. Elliot Christian from here in Edmonton has Butcher 3 battle group. Matt from Calgary has a Legion army. And Mike Richardson, a local player, has some Skorne models in. David Sin, some Cricks pieces. And then Shaun Wilde has some Trolls. All right, so we have a nice battle group painting competition.
Rupert's going to put Dirge Mist on
there's everything together, along with the prizes that are going to be given away at the MayDay Steamroller today. Okay, here we are with Mike Weaver, our first victor in the first round of the tournament. And Mike, you're playing Legion. Okay, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about your army and what it does on the battlefield?
Veil is more of a possible assassination on any turn if you misplace your caster, because all of my heavies can turn into Arc Notes. And the double Ravagors like to shoot out and leave a bunch of Scathers. In this particular case, I was able to use the double Ravagors and shoot Harvey to death. And finish it off with an Angel.
Okay, thanks very much, and good luck in the second round.
For the price of one?
No. I can spend it for 3 souls for small bases. I can only put out 1 for the cost of 1 soul for medium bases. Speaking of him,
I have a station here, right? So I can shape my now. Yeah. Go spend the inside, right?
There you go.
Yeah, so now you're down to 5. So
Him and 3 inches of them and information, and it's all good.
Okay, and here's Josh Richter, another victor in round 1. Josh, talk for a second about your army and what strategy you are using to defeat. Who are you playing? Okay, so Matt. All right, fair enough. Go ahead.
I'm playing Circle. I have the Balder tier 4, and I have Chromac, which is just a pretty standard Chromac list. I chose to go with Balder against the Menoth, strictly on the scenario basis. Destruction rather, really fits well with how the Balder tier wants to play, in a big clump with very high armor, and slowly push people outside of the zone. If I can keep all my threats in one place, I can do a lot more damage and use my buffs more effectively. So I just went for a straight out scenario victory. I took first turn. I ran up, got into the zone heavy. I used my feat on my third turn after I did a bunch of damage. Balder's feat is the 3 armor feat, can't be moved, placed, or knocked down. Basic strategy is to maintain 20 plus armor on all of my models, as best I can at least. And then just keep pushing them out of the zone and come up, dominate the zone. 2 turns, and I got the victory.
Okay, you took first turn, which means you got kind of stuck with some shitty terrain to start off with. You were stuck behind a river at the beginning. How did that impact your placement or movement across the board?
I actually really liked having the river on my side of the board because my whole army is completely Pathfinder. So I just walked right through the river. It didn't really affect me very much. Anything that doesn't have Pathfinder can be ported by the stones. So it was actually a really easy side for me to deploy on. I liked that he gave up this side to go to the other side because originally we were deployed across. I didn't want the big obstruction in my advance into the zone. So yeah, I really liked it. I don't mind deploying into the hard terrain with a full Pathfinder faction. So
okay, thanks a lot, Josh. Okay, and here we are at the start of round 2.
All right, I'm done. You golden? I'm golden. There you go, bud. All right, your turn, first turn.
Oh my God!
It's a huge base. Horses, you're way ahead. So,
Best luck to you, Mike.
before the game starts.
this might be my first game against you.
It might be.
2 to the devout, 1 to every jack. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my clock to go and try and find that pin blade.
Okay. Here's your run.
All right, you talk this in the face.
Forget it. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
What table were you on?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Following turn.
Okay.
I need 5.
Oh yeah.
How bajillion? 18. Just roll it. 4. So that's a total of.
16.
All right, here we are with Brynn Holdstock. Brynn's from Calgary. He's brought up his Menoth, and I've seen that he's got a high reclaimer list and a P. Krios list. Brynn's actually our first 2-0 player today. Brynn, why don't you kind of go over what you're attempting to accomplish with each of the 2 lists?
Sure. Basically, goal number 1 is to dodge ret. Neither of my casters really enjoyed Mage Hunter Strike Force. Other than that, Krios 1 covers a lot of matchups, and then High Reclaimer has some matchups where people just can't deal with the clouds, and it's really rough for them, and then I just kind of grind it out. That's how I won my first game, and that's pretty much my pair.
Okay, I see that you took P-Vale to school, or was it E-Vale? Was E-Vale? Okay, you took E-Vale to school with P. Krios. Just kind of give us a quick summary of what happened in that game.
So basically, my game plan against Legion most of the time is their casters are super squishy. So if they give me a turn where he's not camping much, like he was camping 1 with Vale, so as long as Krios is within 19 or 22 if I get the charge, I walk up, I feet. The only thing that doesn't get knocked down is his Angelius, and then I had a bunch of errants shoot Vale. Dice -4 is really good, and then Reckoner finished her off at dice +1.
All right, good luck for the rest of the tournament. Jordan Murphy, and he's our second 2-0 player in the second round at MayDay Steamroller here. Now, Jordan is playing Convergence, and he's been kicking ass on control points. Jordan, talk about your lists and tell us whether specifically you're playing for control or whether that's just happening by accident.
Axis, my first list is Axis with 2 inverters, corollary, 4 Enigma foundries, 2 units of max substructors, 2 units of max reductors, 2 UAs along with the reductors. I think that's everyone. And this list is incredibly good on scenario, and because all the Clockwork Vessel units, the 40 infantry, all advanced deploy. Axis's speed is -2 speed, -2 strength to enemies within his control area. He gets +2 speed and +2 strength for all of his models. So I can really, with the advanced deploy, running them up, and the feed, I can really shut people out. In addition, his spell list really lends itself towards scenario play. I've got Bulldoze, so pushing people 2 inches out. I got Battering Ram, throwing people back. Axis has beat back. It's a list designed for it. There's a trap. Axis has beat back, so he follows up with the 1 inch. There's a trap to trying to assassinate people. I think a lot of people fall into that. Ideally not the case. So but this list can be susceptible to shooting. I wouldn't drop it against a Menoth or a Signar heavy shooting Kato army. So to pair with that, I put down Lucon, 2 max units of reciprocators, 2 Enigma foundries, a conservator, an inverter, so the knockdown guy for Watcher, so it really shuts down assassinations. And it advances up the board, tanks all the shooting, because +2 def, +2 arm from acceleration or deceleration, along with his feed of +4 arm. So on a turn with those shield walling reciprocators, it's 40 boxes of arm 26 against shooting and def 14. So.
Okay, but you got 5 control points in your first game with Lucant. How did that one go?
It went well. I forgot a lot of rules. Forgot to knock down my opponent's Menoth Jack, but I got ahead pretty quick. The reductors with their sprays cleared out all the errants, gave my guys a lot of room to move and push on the objective. Knocked that out, cleared the zone, took 2 points. I think that was bottom, or I went first, so that'd been top of 3. Sorry. And then he really lacked a lot of hitting power after his second Jack went down, so I just took another 2, and then he went for an assassination run and failed. And I just took the 5th point because I wasn't confident in the kill.
Okay, perfect. Thanks and good luck. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, top player is Jordan Murphy.
You
number 1. Okay, Jordan, Josh. Jordan has advantage.
Go, Josh!
Table.
Go, Josh!
Go, Jordan. Take that one over there.
No!
Second pair, Tyler versus Shaun Wilde. Steve! Tyler, you have the damage table. I'm behind the wall!
Yeah, see you in 2 hours.
It makes me feel better. I don't want to play either.
Okay, here we go. Steve Hillsden, Brynn. Who's Steve? Advantage.
That's the first
No surprise. Oh, whatever.
Table.
Let's play.
Pathfinder, you don't get it.
Right here. I'm not moving my models.
Okay, next up we have Christian. That or not?
I don't know who I want to.
Okay, Christian, advantage. Okay, I think everyone is at their tables and on the side that they want. It is almost exactly 2:30. Please start your clocks.
You are running a tight ship.
Fuck.
Tight ship.
Why are you talking? Which one is that?
Where's Mike?
Josh, start that clock.
Robin and Co are gonna go.
What is the point captain?
0.
What is his stats?
14, 17.
How many boxes does he have?
21.
And here we are at the beginning of round 4.
All right, you make me both ignore force for that.
Yay!
It's actually true. I think it's 4 and 1 is like strength stats.
Awareness.
Who is up for first base?
I got more models in the other list.
More calls in this one.
It's like Christmas.
Okay, here we are in the final round, and this is the top table. We've got Tyler playing Cricks, and we have Josh playing his Circle. And this game is just getting underway. It's Incursion.
Sit on 4, I guess. Alright, Saxon Oracle though. He's going to move like so.
So much no breaks, right? No laser. Oh, if you, yeah, so your charge
Okay, we're in the final round. We're on the top table, and we've had a quick assassination. Josh has defeated Tyler very early on in the round. So let's get the story. Josh, what happened?
Well, first turn, I advanced as far up as I could get, placed my stones to cover my battle group, advanced my side units, and got ready to have him run. When he finished his movement, I checked my control area and noticed that he was probably within about 12 inches of Getterix, or 12 inches of my stalkers. So I moved a stalker out, triggered Warpath so I could move Getterix up into the furthest set of stones. Primal Getterix put Wild Aggression on him, teleported him, and got reach on his caster. Swung, missed my first attack, bought an attack, hit, boost damage, did 8 damage. Bought an attack, boosted damage, and got 8 damage, which was exactly what I needed to kill her.
Okay, thanks a lot. Let's get a quick summary from Tyler on this one. Tyler, if you feel like talking, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Like I knew that was on the table. I thought it was 50-50 or less. So I wasn't sure if he was going to take it, and if he did take it, obviously it worked out for him. And if he didn't, then I thought I would be pretty strong there, because I could have taken out probably 2 of his beasts. And once you take Getterix out, it takes the teeth out of the list.
All the corrosion.
Yep. But yeah, things don't work out that way sometimes. So.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, here we are on the second table, and we've got Brynn playing Jordan. So Brynn has the High Reclaimer. We already have a lot of casualties on the Menoth side, and then Jordan is playing Father the Cant. He's down there, and he's got some casualties as well. And so we're deep into the battle. And we're in the high reclaimer turn right now.
14? 14. 5. Bed. That guy takes a -8. Nothing. Only live on double 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. That worked out. Hard to hit and he'll advance. No.
Guys? Okay, listen. Thanks. That was great. We even ended just a little bit ahead of time here, which is awesome. And I want to thank everybody for coming out today, supporting Mayday. We have an undefeated player today. There's only one, and his name is Josh. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so listen, you're going to walk away with some hardware. First, we'll give you a gold statue.
Hey, I like
There's
that.
the camera right there. Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Okay. You get a medal.
Nice.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah. What else do you get? Oh, you can choose between a Earthbreaker, a Horde starter set, or a $25 gift card. What would you like?
I'll get the Earthbreaker.
Rookie must sell it.
Well, fair enough. And let me give you a certificate.
That looks like a circle battle engine, right?
I can make it into a circle battle.
Green.
There you go. Awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay, second place. We have, what we got here? On what are we calling this? Cumulative strength of schedule tiebreaker, Jordan Murphy. And then a choice between a Horde starter set or a $25 gift certificate.
Look at that, you can start circle too.
Oh my god, let's do a circle! I know someone who's interested in starting Legion set.
So Jordan won that cumulative strength of schedule by 1 point over Tyler. And actually, Tyler and Brynn tied on...
He's not here.
Tyler and Brynn tied on cumulative strength of schedule. However, Tyler had 6 control points and Brynn had 1. So
You're no longer my hero, Brynn.
Sorry.
Okay, so Tyler's got third place there. He's already left to head back to Red Deer. And so we'll collect some stuff for him. Anybody seeing Tyler over the next week or so?
We'll see him at
I will see him at Lockham, but not in person.
Okay, we'll see him at Lock and Load. We'll bring the stuff down to him there. Okay, so that puts Brynn in 4th.
Woo! Raucous applause.
Okay, and then we had a tie for 5th. We had actually, okay, so here we had a situation where we had a couple of guys who lost in their first round, but then won all the way through the rest of the tournament. Tied on cumulative strength of schedule, and we've got Kieran over Adam on control points.
Yay!
So that's the next couple of places, and then we've got. All right, wow. Okay, this one came down to Army points for the final.
And you said we didn't. And you said we weren't going to.
Well, I said we wouldn't need them, and guess what?
It's because you said it. That's why it happened.
That's exactly what happened. Mike Richardson just edged out Lang on wins, then control points, then strength of schedule, then control points, both with 7, and then Mike Richardson was much more diligent about recording his Army and got that tiebreaker. Okay, so everybody else, I'll just post all the results. We don't need to go through all of them. However, we do have a Perseverance Award for Curtis. There you go.
That's my boy.
All right, there's $25 for him. Best painted battle group. With third place, we had Christian. Christian has an awesome painted Signar piece, beautiful colors, very well executed. Second place, we had Tyler again. Tyler had the conversion of the Storm Strider with the Storm Wall, which was really quite nice. And then our first place went to Elliot Christian, that had the the Butcher battle group. A lot of hand-painted detail in there and a lot of good execution on his fine details. So Elliot, who had to leave earlier, has a new set of washes from the Army Painter line. We'll get that to him. And so the next thing we want to do is we want to grab the ballots. Okay, live on. Okay, here we go. Best Painted Army. Matt, Shaun, where are you?
He's here.
Okay,
Oh, it's a shame.
$25. There you go. Best Sportsman. Okay, who is betting that Jocelyn is not winning this now?
We'll take that then.
Yes?
Probably will.
Okay. She won in the first round.
Oh, it's a two-way tie.
Then we got a tie.
David.
Currently,
And-
Dan with a beard and Kieran are tied.
Okay, so we've got Dan with a beard and Kieran.
Chip
Best
Crew.
Sportsman.
Yeah.
Okay, one each. There you go. Okay, that's $25 at your favorite store.
Love it. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
Notice how we both avoided the camera.
And Daniel, your battle group is still up here. Okay? Thanks very much, guys. We're done. 6:25. Check it out. Thanks, everybody. And that's a wrap.